All right. What is going on, man? What is up, Siri? How you doing, brother?
I fucking quit, dude.
Me too, man. I don't even know why we're here. Like, what's going on, man?
I'm done with this crypto shit, man. I'm done with it. I'm done.
Dude, I'm like so out of breath, bro.
Price only wants to go down. I'm sick of this shit.
Sick of it, man. Sick
just
of it.
playing,
Eddie,
dude.
what's
I'm
up?
hyped.
What's up, Eddie?
I just bought the dip, dude. Just bought the
God.
dip. So I'm just playing with y'all.
Oh, hell. What's up, everybody? Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you are following both of us. And we have SmithyDAO on today, guys. If you don't know, we're doing a giveaway with SmithyDAO. Celebrate their game, dude. They've been delivering. They've been absolutely killing it. We have the Crafty Pie that is on with us today. So, yeah, man, if you guys are interested, we're giving away 2 weapons. We're giving away, the 2 pickaxes. And, yeah, and 20 magic, guys, just to get you started. If you're not into SmithyDAO, this is a great way to get you started. I'm out of breath, dude. I realized I left my drink in the other room. So, like, I took off to go grab my drink, and so I'm out of breath. But, yeah, let's bring Crafty Pie on, then. Let's bring him on.
Let's add it. Right to stage. Bam.
Crafty, what's up, man?
Hey, guys. How you doing?
We're doing good, brother. Glad to have you here, man. Talk about some Smithy stuff, give an update on the game. Any alpha you might have that you guys have coming up. You guys have been absolutely killing it, man. Yeah, for those that may not know about SmithyDAO, just give us like a basic rundown, man. What is Smithy, and when did you guys kind of get started and all that?
Cool. Well, yeah. Well, first, thanks for the invite and thanks for the kind words as well. So SmithyDAO, we're basically a hybrid Web 2, Web 3, dark fantasy universe is basically what we're building. And the grand idea we've got, and I'm speaking several years in the future, is to basically build an MMORPG. But whilst we build towards that big goal, what we're doing is delivering smaller games. And when I say smaller games, I don't mean really small ones, but we're delivering a MOBA. We're also delivering a passive idle game, and we've also got a PvE dungeon crawler experience coming up as well. PvE solo or co-op coming up. So that's basically what we're doing. And yeah, this is all set in this dark fantasy universe where we've already got a couple NFT collections that are out. One of them is the Living Weapons, which I'm sure you two know quite a lot about, and maybe some of your listeners know a bit about as well. That was the first collection released for this project, and basically, yeah, this universe is being built around these weapons that, to give a broad idea what they are, they're these, they're living weapons, they're like sentient, and instead of where a lot of games focus on the characters, like the actual people, we focus on the weapons as central to the story. And then there are characters in the game, but they fill a more like, periphery role.
So we have this this video pulled up on the screen now. Is this like some testing? Is this something that is you're able to play right now? What is this, Crafty?
Yeah, so this is actually footage that's a little bit older. There's some more recent footage on our Twitter, I think on our most recent video I put up on there. So basically what this is our MOBA. This is our arena MOBA. Yeah, so if you go on the second video, there you go. That one. It's got some audio on it. Yeah. So it's got audio. So
there we go.
You might want to mute that or keep it or whatever. But yeah. So basically this was a playtest that we did on Saturday, a few days ago, where we had several community members come and join us. And yeah, this is our MOBA that we're building. This is currently in alpha development. And essentially the idea of this is a hybrid PvP, PvE combat. So you can see there's a little bat in the bottom left there. That's basically an AI enemy, and you've got several of them dotted around the map. And then at the same time, you're also fighting enemies on the other team. And we're designing this to be 3v3 at the minute, but as I said, we're in alpha development, so we might change that depending on just where we go with game direction. But basically the idea of this is a MOBA where the objective is, you see those numbers at the top in the red and blue banner. That's the souls you've collected. You harvest souls by killing the AI enemies, and then whichever team has the most souls when the timer runs out is victorious. So within this game, there's a bit of mix of strategy of, you want to be farming, collecting souls for your team, but you also want to be killing the other team and basically making them drop their souls so that you can pick them up, and therefore your team will win.
That looks so freaking dope, dude. I don't know who's been working on that, but it looks good, man. It looks great.
So
how do we pull that view up again, Wes? Can we pull that other one up?
What's that?
On the side view, just so I can show the screen. You know what I'm talking about?
I think it's this one. No, I think it's this one. I don't know Siri. I don't
have
know
the,
Siri.
We'll just do this.
Yeah.
We'll just
So
do it like that.
Yeah, all
so
good.
basically this game. So I mean, the first video you showed and then this video, the key difference between that is so a lot of this game's been built by one of our devs, Jeff. He's built a lot of this MOBA, a lot of sort of functionality behind it. All the artwork's designed by our artist Effabe, in-house artist. And basically what I've spent the past week doing, because I do a lot more of like a management and sort of directing the whole project along with Shadow.
Yeah.
What I've spent the past week doing is adding juice to the game. So when we talk about game juice, what we mean is like the feel when you play a game. So like you saw in that video, you have the numbers popping up of the damage you were doing, and if you got a critical hit, there's special blood effects and how the actual VFX of the weapons look, like the abilities you're casting. I've basically been spending quite a lot of time this past week just adding a lot of that feel to the game.
So much, dude. There's so much detail, and I mean the game looks great, dude. You guys are killing it, man.
I mean, we've still got a long way to go with this MOBA. So, I mean, we're setting quite a high standard of quality for ourselves, and we want this to be, a game that we can launch on traditional markets as well. So, I mentioned before, we're doing a hybrid Web 2, Web 3. Mm-hmm. We want to appeal to your classic Web 2 games as well, and a lot of these people, they've got very high expectations and standards of quality they expect in their games. So to get that, you just have to polish, fine tune it as much as possible. And over the next several months, we're just going to keep on adding more, getting it more and more refined, so that then when it comes to it, we can launch both on Web3 and also to traditional markets as well.
Who is? Can I ask you something? So you have the original game is live. Like you can go there and play it. I went on there the other day and started playing it. Not the mines, but the dungeon crawler, right?
Okay, yeah.
That one's live. What is this game version? Is this an updated game version of that, or is this something completely different? Are you guys?
So this MOBA is completely different. This is a brand new thing. So those original two games, there's two on there. You've got the original dungeon crawler, and I say dungeon crawler because I'll just update you guys on that in a second. And the other dungeon crawler I mentioned, but then there's also the card crawler game. So those two games, me and Shadow built like a year or two ago for the original team that ran this project before we took it over. And then basically, but what we're doing is now we're building this MOBA. This is something sort of completely different. But thankfully, whilst we've been building this MOBA, the character controller you're using, so all your abilities, all the networking, everything, we can plug and drop that into another game mode, along with how the AI works, how the indicators work, everything. So basically, the way we've built this game and why we've taken a bit long to build this MOBA out is because we've built it in a way that lets us use it a bit like Lego. You can build it together in a different game mode.
Yeah.
So that original dungeon game that you had played on our OG site, we're now planning to launch a solo plus co-op version. So this will be a PvE focus, but you can run in a dungeon with your friends in basically that dungeon environment using our new ability system you can see in the MOBA here, and also the AI, which will be a lot more smarter in that dungeon, obviously, because it's a different game mode and they have to be.
Yeah.
But basically, yeah. So that original dungeon mode you played, we are going to be updating that so it's fully networked and
nice,
everything.
Man. Hell yeah. So you said something about the Web3, Web2. You all obviously we have to move in a direction where it makes sense for the Web2 guys to come into Web3. And I'm just curious, have you guys like looked at like putting it on the phone, like any kind of mobile apps or anything like that with the games? Are you looking at doing that?
So basically, our first target market as well, our first priority is to launch it just on WebGL, which is just playable on your web browser, as people that join our testing can do. Where we'll put it on sites like Itch and Armor Games, etc. Probably host it on our own site as well. So there are quite significant audiences on those platforms, and because we'll be making the MOBA free to play and also the dungeon game will be free to play, that should let lots of people like get to know the ecosystem. We do also want to build it for mobile. So if you look at how the UI is on the MOBA game, you can see it's sort of laid out in a way where you could see it on a phone screen, couldn't you? Now, obviously, we will have to change some bits around. It will need, we haven't built it for a phone yet, so we will have to optimize it and do bits and pieces. But you can see we will be going in that direction as well, because our plan basically is to onboard as many users as possible onto our game, but then also whoever's interested out of that will be able to do some of the Web3 side of things as well.
Yeah, that's why I asked. I saw it. I was like, man, this would be perfect on landscape mode on the phone, man, playing it on the phone.
Well, I mean, it's the same for our mining game as well. Like, I mean, the way we describe our mining game is it's a sort of game that you could sit playing on the toilet. Which is a bit of a funny way to put it, but it's a game that we envisage one day people will just or whilst you're on the bus or the train or whatever you're doing, people have a couple minutes spare. They can log on to the mines. They can click through some things. If you're on your phone, you've got Wi-Fi. You can probably play 1 or 2 games of this MOBA or dungeon game. Like the MOBA here, each match is 7 minutes long, so you could probably hop into a quick couple games on your phone. And yeah, so we are building it with mobile in mind.
That's incredible, man. That's incredible. Sierra, anything you want to add, dude?
You guys are doing a 3 versus 3, which is pretty interesting from a gaming perspective. Are you guys doing stuff like how kind of like they have a waiting room when you're on, I know it's different because it's blockchain, but how when you're playing PlayStation and you're in like the lobby and it like tries to match you up with other players. Do you guys have something like that, or do you just automatically in other words, is there a waiting time for that at all? Is there a waiting room where you can kind of dance around and do shit, or?
Yeah, so with this MOBA, there will be matchmaking with it, and we have built out a lot of our matchmaking already. We just haven't hooked it up to our playtest sessions yet. But essentially, the way this game is going to work is, so I don't know if you guys have ever played League or sort of games like that, but there will be a draft picking phase where basically when you go through the main menu and you click play, you'll be assigned into a game. We will make it at some point possible so you can join up with your friends as well, so you can join together in a lobby and then go through to your draft pick and then through to the game. And within that draft pick, this is where you'll pick which weapon you'll be using. So of your weapon NFTs, like you see on the screen now, I'm using staff. We've got 7 types of weapons. Basically what you'll do is you'll have your weapons, you'll have your abilities matched to your weapons. So the abilities you see on the right-hand side of the screen here. You also have your card deck in the bottom left-hand corner. So when you earn gold by killing enemies in the game, you can get upgrade cards. We'll make it so you can get custom decks as well. So within this draft phase, you'll pick your weapon. You'll pick your which abilities you want with it. You'll pick the armor your Smithsonian will be wearing. You'll pick your card deck, and then you'll go into battle. And during this draft phase, you'll also be able to see what other people are picking, because the whole point is this game's like a brawler, very action focused, but we want to introduce a lot of strategy as well. And the way that we'll put your strategy in game, you'll have different builds for your weapon, different abilities. You'll have different cards you want to use. There'll be different armors you'll be able to craft from the resources you earn through the Smithy mine. And then those armors will give different buffs and things on your character. And yeah.
That's cool, man. That is cool. I'm excited for this, man. I think one of the biggest things here is like the fact that you guys have just put your head down throughout the bear market. I mean, that's the hardest time to build something like this, man. But you guys are here and you're, fucking destroying expectations. But yeah, let's go into the miners, dude. The mining, the wooden pickaxes. What somebody wins the wooden pickaxes, what are they gonna do with it?
So basically, as soon as you win a wooden pickaxe, you can log on to our mine site, our mining game site, and then basically what you do is you can then earn resources within those mines. So it's quite simple. You just get your pickaxe and you drag it onto your deposit. When people first start the game, they'll only have one area unlocked at the top of the mine, which I don't know if there's a nice video to show or picture. I've put some out with like pictures of the mine and stuff on Twitter, but you might have to dig to find it. But yeah, basically people then earn resources, and then this is just like a simple stake and claim thing. But as opposed to old Web3 games that were just DeFi wrapped in a game cloth, ours is built within a game itself. So yeah, there is that staking element, but it's in this fully interactive environment. You then earn resources. So yeah, a bit like you see on the screen now. So you basically earn resources after a certain amount of time. You claim them, you restake your pickaxe on another deposit, And then you can go to the shop at the top of the screen there, and you can trade that for Smithy Gold coin, which is our currency. All of the resources and coin is currently off chain, but we do plan to bring them on chain at some point as well. And then from that, you'll basically need to trade to get wood, which is another resource. Although I can't mention it now because we're building up a feature, but the wood mechanic will be changing a little bit as a little bit of alpha to people that are paying attention. But basically, yeah, you'll then get that in a resource, and you can repair those stairs that you see on the screen. And as you repair stairs, you expand your mine. And basically, what we'll be doing in the coming weeks is actually putting in things like clearing those big boulders you see there as well, which will have loot for clearing them, but can also unlock other paths. You'll also be able to repair stone bridges so that you can then expand to other parts of the mine, and then go from there. And the objective is basically you want to upgrade your mine, get as many resources as possible, because what you'll be doing with those resources is using that to upgrade your weapons when you take it into the MOBA and the dungeon game. And upgrading your weapons makes them stronger. It also means that you can get special effects on them, so you can do like maybe fire damage or sharpness or make it lighter, etc. So that can even suit your playstyle even more. And then you can also craft arms and things as well. So basically, the best way to describe the mine game in a nutshell is this is like the main economy industrial driver of Smithy. So each of those resources you earn, there's 10 million, I think off the top of my head. Yeah, if it's not 20, there's 10 million basically of that resource in existence. And as people are mining it, that amount's going down. And as the amount goes down, it becomes harder and harder to mine, and you get less and less. It works similar to how Bitcoin mining works, basically. That throughout time you'll get less and less resources rewards from it.
Yeah, so that's
why.
Yeah,
oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, so that top level right there, that's the first level that you start out. I think I've done like 3 sessions of the mining. I need to get on here and update it and do a little bit more, but yeah, I'm still on this first level. And then is there like a certain level where you guys stop at? Is there any plans for that?
So basically, currently it just goes down to primal rock and iron, which are 2 resources we've got, and that's like 3 upgrades down, but there's 2 stairs per path, so that's like 6 stairs in each repair. That's where we're currently at. But so originally when we designed the mining game, we had it a lot smaller in scope because we basically just wanted to get a way for people to earn resources to then upgrade the weapons, etc. But actually, we currently have around 500 to 600 daily active players, people that log on every day to play the game, get the resources, upgrade, etc. And we realized that actually there's, people want something like this. There's a market for it. And also, so we've basically now decided to expand the game a lot in scope, and the game's live already, so as opposed to say like a MOBA, if we was to expand it in scope a lot, it would push out the development time. But because the mining game's live already, we can just iteratively build sections onto it. Yeah. So some really exciting things we've got coming out this month and next month, over the next few weeks, is we've got a community mine bosses we're currently working on. So this is basically so the mining game is single player, but we want to introduce these mine bosses that they share like a global health. So when you stake your pickaxes to these bosses and you start attacking them, you'll earn resources for every bit of damage you do to them, but that health is shared with everyone globally. So basically, when you're attacking this mine boss, you'll be there with hundreds of other users attacking it for the share of rewards. And what we want to do, if we can, if we can get like ARB incentives or whatever, we want to introduce like rewards like our rewards or like partner NFTs from other projects around the ecosystem, so that people really want to get engaged with these mine bosses to get not only rewards for Smithy but also other rewards in partner ecosystems. So that's one big thing we've got coming out. There's also pickaxe upgrade, and we want to introduce this month as well. So we've only have wood and gold pickaxes, but we want to make it so people can upgrade their wood to iron and the iron to gold, which makes the pickaxes better, means you get more resources. We also want to make it so that, a cool feature I want to introduce is where you can basically put someone's wallet address in or their like treasure tag or something. and you can visit like your friends' minds and see what they're doing. So if you play games like Clash of Clans or Boom Beach,
Right.
whatever, you can like visit friends' bases and see what their base looks like. And we want to do something similar. We want to make it so you can actually visit your friends' minds and see how far they've developed and what they've put in there, etc. And how they're doing.
The social aspect of it, man, is like, I don't know. I just feel like it makes it that much more intriguing to people. You know what I mean? Like if you can go to, your friends and interact with them and possibly destroy their base or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It just brings a whole nother element to it, man. So,
Yeah, like imagine you can, I don't know, imagine you can visit, say if we get lucky and I don't know, like Anson decides to play our game.
Right.
This is a bit far-fetched, but you imagine if you know his wallet he's playing the game on, you can go see what he's doing in the mine, how far he's got, what, and you can name this for any of your favorite KOLs or whatever in the crypto space.
Yeah.
Being able to like see what they're doing in the game, and it just adds that like intriguingness, to the game, that social element, which I think is really neat. And I don't think I've seen another Web3 game do that, to be honest.
Eddie. Yeah, exactly though, man. Like going and visiting your friends over there. You see what he put on the screen?
What's the big blow up goal? Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean
we are.
It's cool.
Yeah. I was just about to say we are planning to make it so you can. So another cool feature, so you can add like cosmetic like statues and things. So we'll make it so there's like specific areas you can put statues and stuff. And I don't know, like if we do like a collaboration with other, say other treasure games, people will be able to craft the NFTs of those statues, and then they'll be able to import them into their mine and sort of decorate their mine as well. So this mine functions as your like industrial hub and your base where you'll be upgrading stuff to either sell to the people or for yourself to use in the other games we're developing. Yeah. But also, you can customize it. You can make it your own space.
So, for someone that's never heard about Smithy, you would suggest, and they win the giveaway, they got the weapons, they have the pickaxes, so they would want to start in the mines, right? To start getting those resources, to get ready to go into the battles and the games, right? When it goes live, when it goes live,
yeah, 100%. If you're lucky enough to win a pickaxe in a giveaway like today, or if you buy one in the market or whatever, then immediately you want to get onto our mining site, which I don't know if you guys have posted the link here, but we've also got it in our Discord as well and on our Twitter as well. You want to get in there and get earning resources, and so we've got 3 types of rocks: small, medium, large. They've got different claiming periods. Small is 8 hours, medium's 16, and large is 24. So it's one of those things where you do have to like log back in, and it's an idle passive game, right? But then whilst you're doing that, whilst you're earning resources, you're learning how to trade the economy. And we have people in our Discord like speculating on the prices of these off-chain resources, which I always find quite amusing, if that's the right word, or intriguing. It's probably a better word. But basically, start taking part in that economy side of things. And then, we do play sessions like every couple of weeks, every few weeks. And the other thing I'd recommend to people is come the next time I post an announcement about that, come check it out, come join the game. Even if MOBA isn't your kind of thing, people that probably aren't too keen on League of Legends, whatever, just come check our game out, give it a go. You either like it or you won't like it. As I said, we do also have this dungeon game coming out. So if people keep an eye on our Twitter and stuff, I'll be making an announcement when we're ready for that. But that game will be solo or like friendly co-ops. So you won't have to worry about PvP and that. That will be more PvE and probably more for people's tastes.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So guys, just interact and try to get these pickaxes, man. Get to mining. A lot of alpha here, man. Super bullish on SmithyDAO, man. What you guys have been doing. Before we let you go, here, you got any last thoughts, man?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, it's pretty interesting. You guys started out with just weapons. I mean, that you guys started out with just like the axe, right? Like the card game was the very beginning, and
yes. So I think,
and now you guys are competing with Beacon. Like Beacon did all this stuff, and then it's all of a sudden you got a dungeon crawler now, so you're competing with them, and then you got the mining thing going on, which is kind of like Ooga Small Age. So it's kind of cool to see that you guys went from sort of a one. I know it was the beginning, but you guys went from a card game, which is not really my
I don't think it
favorite
was
games to play, and then you guys stepped it up into dungeon crawlers, and now you're mixing them all together. I think that was a brilliant move on you guys' part, and I think it's really cool to see that you guys have actually done it and you're still building. Like you're
all
not
linked
you're not
together.
done. So it's pretty
Yeah,
sweet.
yeah,
Pretty
no,
sweet, man. Looks great.
yeah. Thanks, Sam. I mean, the original project was a free mint as well, but we've got we've never had any institutional investor rounds or anything. We're all either self-funded by money we've put in, or thankfully ARB has quite a good grant setup. So our MOBA, we got a $25,000 Questbook grant last October.
Awesome.
All of this you see here pretty much was built off that amount of money from that grant. And we've had a couple of the smaller grants since then, and we also got the ARB Foundation grant, which I can't say how much we got from that, but we've thankfully, because the grants on Arbitrum, the ecosystem around it is so good, we've actually teams like ours that don't necessarily have links to big pockets, but we've got a lot of dev talent, are able to now build out, our vision and build these games out here. And, I hope, our mission is to get as many people as possible to enjoy our games. And that's what we're doing. We're building 3 fun games. We want all 3 of them to be really fun, to be able to survive in the traditional gaming world as well as the Web3 world. And then we'll just go from there. We'll just keep building. Every week we'll put new patches and content on the MOBA. The dungeon game's getting built. The mining game keeps having regular updates, and we just go from there, basically, onwards and upwards, and see where we are in a year's time, 2 years' time, 3 years' time, and onwards.
That's awesome, man. You guys keep it up, man. You guys have been doing great things, man. I'm so bullish on you guys. And yeah, man, guys, make sure you are following SmithyDAO. It's at SmithyDAO, right?
Yeah.
At SmithyDAO. Make sure you're following the Crafty Pie. Looks like that money went to good use, man. I love the game. Looks great.
Thank you.
Yeah. Can't wait to have you on again, man. Thank you for coming on, Crafty. We appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, cool. Thanks for the invite. Thanks for listening to me talk about our game.
Absolutely, man. Can't wait till the next time. See you later, Crafty.
Cool. Right, see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye. Man, that game looks dope, dude.
Yeah, they came a long way since the first weapon. I'm like, that's
dude.
Milestones, bro. Yeah,
like, I'm blown away, dude. I'm blown away by it.
I would actually play this crawler, even though I got to be honest, man. These strategy card games I've never liked them,
dude. Knights of the Ether's dope, dude. Knights of the Ether.
I gotta try them, man. I gotta go back and retry them. I'm a fighting guy. I like the fighting games and stuff like that. I'm not strategy. I get it, but the card games have always just bored the crap out of me.
But it's not really a card game. I've never played.
I know. I'm just saying.
I know they have the thing where like you move them away, you click to the. It's different. It's different.
Yeah.
It's not really like a deck builder, I don't think. I mean, I know you can get different new cards and stuff like that, but it's
no. But this is not that. This is more like this has got enough fighting in it to keep me into it. Like it's got enough action. I can't just sit there and do. You know which ones I'm talking about, where you have to. The characters just stand there and they idle, and then you pick your card, it rolls the dice.
That's
attack, but
Knights of the Ether does it. You don't like that, dude?
I'm not big on those. I don't like them. I never have.
Has their thing, man.
I love the graphics of Knights of the Ether, and I love what they're doing. I'm just saying that style of game I don't like personally, but this right here,
that looks so dope, right?
Mixing it to where I can move and fight, that's cool. So.
Well,
good
everybody's big on the Beacon, man. I think this is a huge contender to the Beacon, man, and what they're doing here. I mean, really, really dope, man. Really, really dope.
Absolutely.
Eddie said from a failed mint to here. Super stoked to see it. Yeah, man. We are too, dude. That's why we wanted to have them on. So guys, if you haven't retweeted and done all the shit you're supposed to do for the giveaway, make sure you do it, man, and we'll be giving some stuff away.
Let me put that on screen just so people can see the giveaway. This is the giveaway, y'all, that he's talking about. I believe it's right here.
God,
So
my son's getting into the Oculus. Hold on one second, man.
if you follow this giveaway here, 2 pickaxe, 2 weapons, 20 magic. Follow Crypto Remora at SmithyDAO, like and retweet and tag, and tune into our stream. All you have to do is comment in the chat, and that gets you into the giveaway. And we're going to keep shilling Eddie's comments because I want Eddie to win one.
Eddie, do you have any weapons or anything?
I got to put GMB up there too because he's here every week, every single week.
GMB, what is up, dude? Shout out to you, man. We're about to get into it, man, our regular content, but definitely just wanted to bring them on, man, and talk about the upcoming game. And I mean, dude, just so much respect to those guys, man. You know, we were talking about cryptid punks the other day. You know what I mean? Like, there are still some projects out there that, you know, started back in 2022 and have just been quietly building in the background. Cryptid punks is one, SmithyDAO is one, Lost Donkeys is another. Like, there's plenty of them out there. And yeah, dude, I was just blown away by some of that video. Oh man, you ready to get into the markets, dude? Man, what are we doing here?
I'm gonna show. I'm proud of this little tweet right here. Check this out. I didn't get no love on it yet, but it's all good. Look, it says it's always darkest before dawn. The timeline right now.
Nice, dude. Love
I
it.
mean, here's the thing. I looked at my phone just like everybody else did, right? I looked down at my phone and started cussing just like y'all did, right? You're not immune to crypto, even if you've been in it for a couple of years, but you realize you're like, you know, I know it's going to be all right, but man, sometimes you just want to throw your phone across the freaking room because you're like, go Bitcoin, what the hell are you doing, right? But 55,000, technically speaking, is not even the level me and Wes have been warning about, which is 52. We've been sitting comfortably above 52. We haven't even gone down there to touch it yet. So unless I'm mistaken, I mean, I haven't seen that happen in the last 72 or since the last show we did. I have not seen us go down to 52 personally. I haven't been staring at the charts all day, but my warning level is not breached until 52K. It hasn't been since last week. So to me, even though I'm just as pissed as y'all are about the market not doing anything and wanting to see Bitcoin get some strength and head back towards 72, I'm not in full-on freak-out mode till we start poking around 52K. That's just my thoughts on it. But we need to see what the charts are telling us because I haven't zoomed into charts since our last show. I've been kind of touching grass and getting away from the market for a minute and trying to let my head clear out with other things. But, I mean, we got to see what Lux Algo has in store for us. But would you agree with that, Wes? I mean, we kind of said 52 was the last major level we were going to watch. And if we crack below that, we're going to $38,000 Bitcoin.
No, it wasn't 38.
No, that's the one I said. That's the level. That's the death and destruction level. That's death and destruction level. But I don't think we're really going there unless BlackRock wants us to. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, dude, I'll be honest with you, man. I don't even think. I know you're going to completely disagree with this, but I don't think BlackRock themselves could bring Bitcoin down below 30K. Just saying, dude. But there's data to back that up, dude. There's data to back that up, man. There are more holders in Bitcoin that have been holding since 2013, 2014 that bought it.
Yeah, it's possible it could hold up. It's possible.
And I mean, they're not selling right now.
That aren't going to sell. That are just diamond hand. I got you.
They understand what's happening right now. They understand.
What's up with your boys in Germany, man? What's your boys in Germany doing over there to us right now?
Fucking retards, man. They still have a bunch to sell too. Yeah,
they were selling, and then there was an article I read that they were buying it back up. So what the hell?
They could be. No, I mean, they could absolutely be dumping and buying it back up. I mean, that's the name of the game, I guess, for the whales, you know. Bring the fucking boat back. That's what they do. Dude, my son is so into this game. Whatever the hell he's playing in there, he is so into it, dude. It's fucking crazy.
This We're going to bring up TradingView in a minute. I just want to get a quick glance at CoinGecko, the daily chart. I mean, I don't know. We're ranging. Look at this. You got this bearish type bounce, kind of, but I mean, would you call that the switch of an uptrend? I wouldn't. Not yet. It still looks too much like a bear flag to me.
Yeah, not yet.
Still
We'll
looks
take a
little
look at
bearish.
it. Yeah, we'll take a look at it. I just, you know, there's just so much that's like, there's so many mixed signals right now, man. You know what I mean?
52. All right, so this real quick. This is the chart I was trying to show you, just because it's not a trading view chart. It's not a zoomed in. It's got no TA. This is just as bare bones basic TA as you can possibly get, which I like, because sometimes it filters out all the other bullshit. So if you look at this here, you see a level obviously right here. I hate that block. I wish I could make that block disappear sometimes. But anyway, you see this level here where I'm going across, okay? That major level. And then the only next step up is this level here, which is 52K. This 51.8. Let's just call it 52,000. And then the next level is here, right? 58, which is, we're at 55 right now. So technically speaking, let's just say for shits and giggles, let's say we go down to 52K. All right, let's just say it. All right, fine. How much support is at 52K? Not a whole hell of a lot. I just hate to say it, but there's not a whole hell of a lot. This is what you got right here. This little step is what you're hoping on. Now, is it enough to spring us up? It could be. It could be enough to juice us back up and go towards 72 again. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying that little step here, 52, that's a whale. Whenever you see a chart go up and then stop for a minute and then keep going like that, some big money guy was like, you know what? Pause it for a second. Those are whale steps. I've seen it in stocks time and time again. I've seen it in crypto for years. 9 times out of 10, these are whale stops. Like, they paused the market for a minute. They got enough money to do it. So what I'm saying is it's really up to this whale to defend that level, whoever it is, and possibly bounce us back to 72. Now, if they control this level, the double-edged sword to that, and you might disagree with this, but the double-edged sword to that is if they control that level, guess what? They're the only ones that have traded Bitcoin at that level. So if they're going to dump the Bitcoin they bought there purposefully, that creates selling pressure, which can trigger emotions, which can then trigger the downfall, which could bring you to $48,000 Bitcoin, 46, and then the lowest 42 right here. I think you're not going really lower than, I don't think we'll see $38,000 Bitcoin ever again, but 42 to 46 is below that $52,000 level. Am I going to say we're going that far? I don't really want to say we're going that far, but just from basic TA, I could absolutely see us going down to 52. And then at that point, I'll reassess what's going to happen. But I personally would rather us go to 52 right now. Like, let's go from 55, go down to 52, flush out the leverage, flush out all the BS, so we can continue the uptrend. That's what I'm ready for. But am I going to get that? I don't know. Maybe we get a bounce. Maybe we get a corrective bounce here. But I'd like to see what Lux Algo has to say on the short term. But I still, my full-on panic mode does not happen until 52K. And I don't think this whale right here necessarily is going to dump if we do hit 52K. So I think this is fairly close to the bottom, the bottom of this little pause in the market we've had, hopefully for the rest of the summer, between 52 and 58. If we can just stay there a little bit and then head back up to 72, that would be not a bad thing. That would be actually a good thing. But yeah, this 55 level, I don't know. It's kind of strange. That's what I want to look at Lux Algo with is, because 55, I mean, what the hell kind of numbers? That's just weird, right? It's just like, it doesn't make sense. We're kind of in between 62 and 52. So we're dead set in the middle. It's like we could go either way, you know. So I want to see what I'm very curious to see what Lux Algo says. Are we going up? We going down? This is still a no trade zone for me. This is a DCA zone for me personally. But I'm curious to see what kind of trades you're in right now. If you're in any, are you in any?
Yeah, I mean, I am into a couple of long positions. When we dipped down to 53, I think I got in at like 54 and a half, like somewhere in between, because it wasn't there for too long. We did kind of hover there for a nice little time, but not enough to really scare me out and think that the fucking market's gonna die all of a sudden.
Right. Well, it's over.
Yeah.
Pack it up. It
Pack
is
it
over.
up.
The bull run's over, guys.
Yeah. A few things that you want to jump into it, or
yeah, no, bring up some charts, man. I want to see some chart. I'm dying to see what Lux Algo is saying because
I wait for Lux Algo till the end.
Oh, we gotta wait. I gotta wait too.
You gotta wait, man. Yeah, you gotta wait.
Man. All right. Well, you want to hop into some news for a minute first? We got Diogo, not Diego. Diogo. We got Diogo saying GM fam.
GM, what's up?
GM. We got people in the chat active. That's what I like to see. Shout out to you all.
He must have seen the giveaway and read the directions.
Yep.
So what's up?
Right.
What is up,
man? That's
how
you do it. That's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you win some free shit.
I like the dog.
Boop on the dog.
All right, man. Let's what do you want to do first, then?
Hello from Brazil. What do you got pulled up now? Let's see what you got pulled up.
That's just the Bitcoin monthly.
Just straight up monthly chart. Okay.
Yeah, this is we can come back to it, dude. I don't give a shit.
Is that a fallen wedge right there or not really? I'm wishful thinking. I'm like, can we get a fallen wedge right there? Not really. It's kind of a double top.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, dude, we've bounced off the let's see if I can do this. Let's come back to it. Let me set some of this stuff up. Let's look at some other shit while I get this ready.
All right, let me bring this screen down here. So yeah, that was good. Good seeing the builders still grinding through the bear market, through the bull market, through the beginning of the bear bull market. Even though we're in a bull run, this is the bearish times of the bull run. Unfortunately, it happens. You get those little temporary bear markets during a bull market, and then everyone thinks it's over, and then all of a sudden, you'll see it. Bitcoin bounce, Ethereum bounce, and then people, we're back on. It's like crazy.
Right.
All right. You're pulling that up. I'm going to pull up Dex Screener on my screen.
Yeah, go through those. Let me get this set up, man.
And we're going to shout out some prices for you guys. Just to see. Arbitrum, I just scooped a little bit of Arbitrum at 67 cents, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty cool. We'll take it. NPC token having a little bit of a cool off, 15% down on the 24-hour chart.
It's bound to happen, man.
The little coin that could. Let's check it out real quick while Wes is pulling that up. Let's look at NPC real quick. And I'm going to change the view down to this view. Classic TCR right here. Okay, so this is the cool off. Yeah, well, that's the cool off, I guess. So you had let's see the correction down there. You had it drop a little 48% correction technically. Not bad. Not a bad little entry. Is it enough to panic yet? I don't know. Still looks pretty damn good to me. The overall chart still looks pretty good. Still above $0.015. It's pretty sweet. But yeah, you got a little bit of a pullback on MPC. Let's check out let's see here.
Dude, you need to look at Cook, bro. Cook has been fucking cooking.
Yeah, I seen that.
Let's look
at Wojak. Kind of at zero. Nothing really moving on the bigger meme side of things. The bigger memes that I'm into are kind of just hanging out. They're not really doing a whole lot. Wojack's got a good little bounce at support here. Previous resistance turns to support. And your downside would be about that much. Wojack looks all right. Not bad. Yeah. Still kind of sideways. Wen's doing nothing. Really, the bigger memes are not really doing a whole hell of a lot. Let's look at Arbitrum. 65 cents on Arbitrum right now. DMT at $63. GMX at 24. GMX dipping down to 24 is a little alarming. That's actually pretty sweet. I might actually have to scoop some more GMX. Every time GMX goes to $24, $25, we bottom out, generally speaking. Unless GMX is just done and hanging it up forever. Usually when we go down to $24, $25, we get a huge bounce after that. So I might scoop some more GMX here. Not a bad little entry. Cook, do you have Cook pulled up on one of your charts? Or I don't. No, I can add it. I want to make sure I add the right one. What's the because you know there's probably a bunch of copycats now. I want to make sure I get the right one. I'm sure there's copycats. Let them cook.
Yep.
26%. Let's go to this one. Cook Soul. Yeah, this is it. I recognize the logo with Toy Story. Andy from Toy Story. So Let them cook is cooking, brewing. Something fierce. Let me zoom out here so we can see the candles a little bit better. This is the daily. Pushing up at resistance. How about that? Trying to break through all-time highs, even in a shit market. So let them go, man. Let them cook.
Let them cook.
Pushing up, wanting to get above this level here. You need to clear just a couple more. By a very small move. Very small move here to clear all-time highs. You already breached it once. Coming back down here a little bit. So you don't have much to go. If you can get above that red candle right there, you're at all-time highs again. In a down market, so that is that's a lot of strength. Good to see that. That thing is rolling. Yeah, dude, holding up fairly well. I've watched you guys do this. I've been, liking the posts and stuff on this. Like I said, I'm retired from the Solana game. I've learned my lesson quite a few times. I don't do it anymore. But that doesn't mean I'm not cheering for y'all. I'm still cheering for y'all. I ain't a hater, so. I'm cheering for you guys to make buku bank, and it looks like this thing wants to go, dude. So yeah, man, get above this little line right here, and you're back at all-time highs. So that's awesome to see. It's especially when Bitcoin's behaving like it's behaving right now. Looks good. Let me know. Do you have your thing pulled? Oh, $1.25 Soul Chat. Jesus Christ.
I think I'm ready. Whenever you are, dude. I'm in no rush.
Yeah, let me have a crying session real quick and look at Soul Chat because I just got absolutely destroyed on this coin. But I don't think it's completely over, but I'm like, okay, this falling wedge has been done for like a month and a half now. Like, come on, dude. What's going on here? Like, does this thing not see my price target up here? This is where the price target is, asshole. Right here. I'm up here. So, yeah, I don't know. I might have to make that hand a lot smaller and a lot lower and put it down here. No. I'd like to see Soul Chat rip again. If ETH gets the ETF, Solana gets the rumor of the ETF, does Soul Chat come back? I hope so.
I think so. Look, I'm glad you pulled this up because this brings me to a good point. So we got a comment on the OCD price.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
No,
we were talking about OCD because we were talking about how we called the NPC. We got the call from Shred on Cook. There was a few others that I put in there. OCD was one of them. Can you pull up the OCD chart?
Yeah.
Look at Soul Chat, and then let's look at. Hell, you can look at any of them.
OCD is on right here. -2%, 24 hours. Okay.
So my point is when you see a chart like this, because the comment was on-chain dynamics is absolutely dead. It's a dead token. They haven't been, active on Twitter and all that shit. How many times have we seen a price do this? Die. You see it all the fucking time, dude. Pull up Whiff, pull up Duco, pull up, MPC. Yeah, there's a big chance that this thing could just fucking, go to shit and and like, it is what it is. But I mean, you have lock liquidity, you have something that is used as a utility. There's sniper bots, trading bots, all kinds of bots that on-chain dynamics actually is. There's partnerships, there's things that are keeping this alive. Not a lot of trades. Yes, the price action looks like shit, dude. But something like this, man, you throw $100 into it, $50 into it, whatever you can afford to fucking lose, right? That's kind of the number one rule here. And then this thing just takes off. Yesterday it was up like 5%, man, and it dropped. That's people taking profits. There's only how many holders are there, Siri?
Holders are 3,182.
Yeah, and the market cap is under $1 million, right?
Market cap's at 822,000. Yep.
Look, I'm gonna go ahead and say this, man.
I like
it's got
this.
a perfect
this
score.
pattern.
Yeah, it's got a perfect score on DEX tools. It's got lock liquidity. It's a tool like you can fucking use on-chain dynamics. The name is cool as shit. Just because they're not active on Twitter doesn't mean the fucking project's dead. You could kill this. You could kill this trade, man. Like, I don't think it's got much more room to the downside that it could actually go, dude. But I mean,
you could start owing money on it soon. It's like shit. But don't
look,
worry.
Man,
don't worry
look,
about that.
Yeah, don't worry about the chart nut. But seriously though, man, this is one of those tokens that died, and you throw $20 into it, and it makes you $2,000 or $20,000. You just never know, man. So, is it worth throwing $20 into something like this that is getting shilled by some pretty popular, not like mainstream, not mainstream fucking influencers, but crypto zombie, man. He's called these tokens plenty of times, man, when they've been dead.
That's
and
what
then
I was
they
just
come back to life, dude.
I was just getting ready to say, dude.
Yeah.
The main reason this even came on the radar was 1,000% because of Crypto Zombie video. Like, I'm not immune to it either. Like, me and Wes watch other influencers. Like, that's how we started. So, and we still do. Hell, I've been waiting for Chico to put a video out for like 2 months. He ain't put a video out in 2 months. That's how I know we're not doing shit until he puts a video out. I'm like, yeah, bull market's on pause because
Jeb Zombie.
Chico will put a video out when Chico's ready, and when he's ready, look out because that means we're coming back. Now, Zombie's kind of the same way. He'll go like 4 or 5 days. If the market's boring as shit, Zombie won't even throw a video out. He'll just be like, whatever, and then he'll give you an update every now and then. Yeah. But I'm telling you, from 3 years of being in this, watching Zombie every day, I've personally watched him make calls on coins like this, and then
that are dead,
and they won't do shit for 6 months. They won't do a freaking thing for 6 months, right? And then after 6 months, the thing will go from a penny to like 60 cents, and then you're like, he'll put a video out, and he's like, "Remember, guys, I told you," and he'll show you the video from 6 months ago, and he'll say, "Look where this thing was. You could have gotten in here," right? So here's the thing: this chart is a classic example of what me and Wes were talking about when I said steps going down is controlled buying. If this coin was dead, if this coin was just dead, you'd see a fat red candle like this. Boo, boo, boo. Like you'd see it go down.
Boo, boo, boo. What was that?
Like this.
Do it again. Boo, boo, boo.
Yeah, boo, boo, boo. Right here.
Boo, boo.
But what is this? This thing is like reverse stair mastering, like a perfect set of steps down. Why the hell? Let me ask you this. If this thing was really going to zero and really like just crashing, everyone was running for their if this was a bank run, what in the hell are the steps for? Like, in other words, who the hell, if you're trying to jump out of a burning building, do you take the steps or would you jump out the window if it's not too high? Like if it's not too high, you're going to jump out the window. You want to get out of there as fast as possible. If you're trying to get out of a shit coin, you're not going to take the steps. You're going to take the elevator. You're going to jump out the window. You're going to say, "I'm out of here." and the price is going to show that in the chart. When you see this, these little steps, those are controlled buys. In my opinion, this is just a theory I've had with stocks and crypto for a long time. This is all out of my head, so don't take it as fact. I'm just saying, to me, that looks like controlled buys. Like, oh, the price is going down, I'm going to scoop a little. And then that's what makes that's what makes the price not go like this, a straight up red candle just going down. You got these little controlled buys near the bottom because they don't want to over push it, and they're accumulating. I do think people are accumulating this coin still. I don't think it's dead. And
well, you can see it. You can see the transaction history. There's people buying. Somebody bought like $900 worth of it yesterday, and then you go and look at their transactions, and they're DCAing, dude. They see something. When you see big fucking transactions in the beginning of a project like this,
this is what he's talking
there's
about.
still people in there. Yeah, there's still people in the project that they're not going anywhere. They're holding until they fucking 100x their initial, and then they're getting the fuck out. This hasn't done that yet, man.
No, this coin is early too. I mean, Zombie just put this out. This thing just came out September 2023. This thing is brand new coin. You're getting a falling wedge beyond a falling wedge here. You got a nice triangle pattern beyond the falling wedge. Like I said, you may owe money on this coin soon. I may owe some money on the coin very soon. But what other time, if you're going to be bullish on a project, what's a better time to freaking DCA some more, dude? That's a good little entry if you are interested in on-chain dynamics. Just so you know, I am a holder, so I am shilling a little bit, and that's okay because full disclosure. I think we might have to get at that point, some point, Wes, where we have to like show our portfolio. I don't care.
I don't give a shit either, man. But I mean, yeah, honestly, man, like throwing $50 at something like this, man, is, I think it's worth the risk.
But hold it for 6 months. Don't throw $50 in and then wait till tomorrow and then it goes down 4% and then sell it at a damn loss. Don't do that.
Don't do that. I love when you say that shit.
Seriously,
don't do that.
That's the mistake. But yeah, let's bring up what were you gonna bring up Lux Algo yet or not yet?
Yeah, we can. Well, I mean, yeah, I'll
ETH.
start with Lux Algo. I'll start with Lux Algo.
2,900, dude. We were at 2,900. We've been staying at 2,900. It's like, come on, do something, ETH.
All right, let's here, let me grab my water bottle, dude, real quick. Sorry. Oh. Surprised my son hasn't kicked the fucking door in yet. All right, let's get into it, man. Let's go. We'll start with Lux Algo, man, if that's what you want to see. But let's start with the DXY, man. So right now we're getting a nice little cool off. This is the monthly DXY, and I just want to point out that we did, like, whenever we talked about this series, we were looking. I want to say it was down here on the 2nd. We were looking at some price targets to the upside. We thought it was going to go up and then come down. Is that what you said? I know we were kind of opposite on that.
Well, we said it was going to go down, then up, or you said it was going to go up, then down.
Up, then down. All right, so right now, man, we're both winning. Yeah, right now we're just going sideways, man. We're staying within this regression trend or whatever. And just
to the heart line too.
Yeah, just so you guys know, man, this is dated back. This channel has been going since 08, since the fucking market crash of 08. All right, so we are still in a buy right here, but I do want to point out, man, that I think this is going to be a fake out. Yeah, we could push to the upside real quick and drop down, but what I think is going to happen, I think we're going to go down first and then possibly back up one more time. And the reason that I say that is because not only is it lining up with kind of everything that's happening outside of just technical analysis and charts or whatever, but yeah, man, it's been at the top of this for way too long, and we don't stay up here for too long at all, right? So I'm expecting it to come down to possibly this 96 level before Lux Algo hits a sell order on Lux Algo, possibly drop down to 89 before we start coming back up on a fake out wick. So that's that. That's what I'm watching. Smart money flow still in the green here. So we are still good, but I just want to look at this, man. I want to look at this. I can find it. I think RSI, man, is crucial to kind of pay attention to with stuff like this, man, because this dates back all the way to 1960 something, I believe, 67, right? They've been tracking it since 1967, and there's been major events that's happened in between here to bottom these, these price targets out. But like right here, look at where we're sitting on the RSI. Oh, shit, I gotta charge my laptop. So we're sitting right here on the RSI, man. We're way overbought. We're sitting kind of in the middle of that. We've hit it every single time we go there. We always drop, man. It seems like every time we go to that middle spot, we always drop. All right. And then not only that, we're not coming from up, we're coming down. So I think that's a good sign of a continuation to the downside on the DXY. So that's what I'm watching on the DXY. In the short term, I do expect it to come down to 101, while Bitcoin and the other cryptos get a nice little cool off here. Anything you want to add to that, Siri? I gotta charge my laptop.
If you zoom back out, you can kind of see the bearishness of the longer term. Short term, it actually looks more bullish to me now than it did on the last week's show. I don't know why. I think it's maybe just a different way I looked at it, a different view. But yeah, if you zoom back out to that 19, when you were talking about it, how long it goes back to 1967.
Yeah.
Can you zoom out to that?
Yeah.
So that trend, that let's just call it a rising channel, right? That rising channel.
Which one? Oh yeah,
just
the one we're in now.
Highlighted. Yeah, you could see where the DXY is just staying in that heart line of that channel perfectly. It's like, every time, and that's where it is right now. It's right in the heart line. But the whole thing overall, if you look at that first mountain peak, the second mountain peak, right there. So let's call that mountain peak number 1. The next one, mountain peak number 2, over there to the right. And then you got the rising channel. To me, what this looks like is like, boom, you had all this strength, then you came down, right? Then you had that second mountain peak, and you had a little bit more strength in the middle there, and then you came back down. Now, what it's forming right now is this elongated mountain peak. So what I'm thinking, it actually looks more bullish than bearish to me. But it only looks bullish up to the top of that freaking channel.
Right.
And then, my friend, hold on to your butt, dude, because that thing looks like it's gonna go down again. And when it does go down, it's gonna go lower than the beginning of that channel. To me, it looks like it's gonna fall lower than the very beginning of that channel, which you said is in freaking 2008. Mm-hmm. So I think that this is a corrective bounce. Yes, it's a very long bounce, but this is a very corrective bounce in a downtrend, because you could see the DXY is still technically, even though you had those peaks or whatever, is still slightly moving down. You're in a downtrend for the most from 67 to 2003. You're in, lower highs, lower lows technically. It's iffy, but it's more down
than dollar. Up. Yeah, the value of the dollar, we all know, man, is
it's been going down.
Going down for a very long fucking time. But each one of these, man, each one of these each one of these drawdowns right here is a major event, or we've cut rates during that period or whatever. So, we could see that play out to where they cut rates and then we drop down again. But every time we've hit the top of this channel alone, every time we've hit it, man, like right here, this is kind of what I expect us to do. I expect us to drop, consolidate for a little bit, and then at least go to the bottom of that channel, which is going to be around 94, 95, 96, something like that. But I think that's where we're going to end up going. And it's going to take a long time to play out, guys. Like this is over the span of like years and years and years.
Yeah, that's since 2008, that channel.
Yeah, so this drawdown and consolidation, that went from, 2017. Remember we had the Bitcoin bull run then, and we saw that drawdown here all the way up to 18, and then finally bottoming out in 2021. Then we started raising rates, and that's why you see this valuation in the dollar go up. But now we're slightly going down. Things are starting to get a little bearish for the U.S. dollar, if you guys have been paying attention. And it just times perfectly, man, with the traditional Bitcoin bull run, right? So yeah, I think we do go to the upside. We could have a fake out, man, but the DXY I think is inevitably it's dead. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna die. It's just a matter of when. But I think that's important to pay attention to, man. So that's why I always want to kind of bring that up or whatever. What the hell is he playing in there? All right. So I had all this planned out and I can't even remember what I was going to do. All right. So this is the 4 hour, man. Let's start with the 4 hour. Shit. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah. Look.
Say chain is getting absolutely brutalized, by the way. It's at 28 cents right now.
Yeah.
And Millie is the meme coin on Say chain is up 9%. This is just proof that retail just doesn't give a shit. Like retail is just like, fuck it, I'm buying a meme. Like I'm going for the #1 meme dog coin on the chain. Let's go. And I like to see that, man. I like to see all degens out there because I'm the same way. I hold more Millie than I do Say. So let's go, dude. I just want to say that. It's just hysterical. Like no one even cares about the use case or the chain. It's like absolutely no cares. Buy the meme. It's got a cool logo. It's got a dog. Let's go.
Let's fucking go. All right, so let's just kind of run back of what's happened here, man. We've been keeping an eye on. This is the 4 hour, and yes, I do have Lux Algo pulled up. So you know, we like Lux Algo, love Lux Algo. We've been in this downtrend right here on the 4 hour, hitting that little downtrend of resistance there. We finally dropped to the middle of that box there. That was our target on the short of 56K, right? And then we had a fake out up. We hit that. We knew we were going to hit it. We took profits here, and then we've dropped back down. We've fallen out of this this channel right here of support that we've been above since freaking February, right? So we've finally fallen out of that. And the next move is very crucial, man. Like we said, if we fall out of this channel right here, this box, which is that previous low all the way back here, if we fall out of it, we're going down to 52, right? 52. We went to 53, tapped it, and we came back up, little fake out, and we're still under this sell order here. My targets personally, man, my targets are going to be 52, 51. At least that's what Lux Algo is giving it. I think we wicked down there again, but this could potentially be a double bottom here, man. We could be, you know, have a nice little double bottom on the 4 hour. We did get some bullish divergence on the 4 hour. I just want to see the smart money flow cross over into the green right here. But it is starting to subside, man, and start to go back up. So we could possibly go to 62 before coming and retracing, or this double bottom is going to hold, man. And we just need to get back above 56, man. Stay above 56, close above 56. And I think if we close above 56, Lux Algo prints a buy signal, and we'll start looking at some targets, you know, in the low 60s or whatever.
Well, can you just copy paste a buy signal and just put it there, and then it just?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Do that? See if the market turns around.
Right.
All jokes aside, we called last week. We called 52, and this is why I said, you know, everyone's heard it before, but I'm going to say it again. Zoom out. When you hear the term zoom out, okay, you have to keep that in mind in the mid to short term too. It's harder to do than you know. You wake up in the morning and you're like, why am I not rich? I get it, but zooming out, we talked about this last week on the show. If you guys were watching last week, we said 52K was the level to watch. Cheer up, we haven't even hit that level. Like, yeah, it's been a rough week. It's been tough, right? We haven't seen a whole lot of growth. We haven't seen a whole lot of green candles, but we didn't even hit the level that me and Wes were telling you the panic level is 52. That's when I want you guys to get scared and terrified. Is at 52, and I'm joking. But seriously, 52 is the level to watch. These Germany, freaking, you got a whole country trying to dump. You got Mount Gox. This is the best y'all got. You can't even touch 52 yet. So, if you look at it that way, if you shift your thinking, right? Shift your thinking. You have all this FUD with Mt. Gox, all this FUD about Germany selling all the Bitcoin. You got all this crap, but then you also got the ETH ETF, Solana ETF rumors in the background. You got BlackRock buying Bitcoin. You got all this shit going on. So even if Germany is selling their Bitcoin, who gives a shit? Someone else is going to buy it. Like, they can dump it. Let a whole country dump their Bitcoin. First of all, they're full of shit. I don't believe it. It's, just because you see someone dumping something, that doesn't mean they're not buying it on an anonymous wallet somewhere else. So first of all, never trust anybody when they tell you they're selling anything, okay? It's not against the law to lie in the markets, and people do it. The whales do it. The companies do it. Countries do it. Politicians do it. They all lie, okay? Everyone's a freaking liar in this game, first of all. Second of all, just because they're selling does not mean they're not buying it back somewhere else, okay? So always keep those two things in mind when you hear these stories, right? So if Germany's selling, if Mt. Gox is selling, right? Who cares? Because there's enough other people that are buying the shit. So first of all, that kind of cancels that out, number one. Plus, it's only $8 billion. I think it was only $8 billion worth. Am I wrong about Mt. Gox? It was like $8 billion total.
Yeah, they still have a lot. I think they still have like 55,000 or something.
Okay, so let's say 8 billion. If you remember total global market cap we've been watching on the channel for the last year, total global market cap moves in increments of $30 billion at a time. And I told you that when we're watching can you pull up the T3? Can you pull that up, total global market cap on Lux Algo? I'd love to see that with Lux.
Yeah.
After you look at this, maybe we'll pull that up in a minute. But my point is that if they're saying they're selling in all these countries and you ain't even hit the 52 level yet, like, yeah, we could go sideways and down. We could still hit it. But what I'm saying is think positive, you guys. Don't be so bummed out in the short term, because I know it's frustrating as hell, but we're not so bearish that we even hit the next level yet. Like, we're at 55. So that's just some positive thinking for everybody. That's all I want to say.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll definitely take a look at the T3. I just want to run through the monthly, look at the week, and then the daily, see what you guys can expect. And then just to kind of clarify, we'll look at targets too, man, and then move on from that. So this is the monthly Bitcoin price chart, and as you can see, man, we're making some sort of bull flag here, like where we're staying within this range. We're holding that up as support, and I put it at the wicks right here, and the bodies to the top to make that happen. You know what I mean? But it is still very significant if you ask me. But something that I wanted to point out is that we're still under a buy order, man, on Lux Algo, and we're still bullish. There's a lot of bullish confluence here because smart money flows in the green. We have momentum that's still pushed to the upside. We have the trend catcher that's still blue. That's bullish. We have the tracer that's still green, and then we have a printed money sign. We went to the middle of that first take profit, but I believe this entire move to get above, all of this for that flag to start to play out. Well, obviously we need to get back above that 71, 72, but I think we can look for 76 to be that next new all-time high, like Lux Algo's calling here. So yes, we could on the higher time frames, like Sierra's saying, on the higher time frames, we're still good, man. Like, we are still where we're supposed to be. Everything looks great. If you pull up, shoot, that's not what I wanted. If you pull up the Fibonacci retracement here and move it over, you can see that it's right. We are almost right on it, dude. We're right at that 0.618 Fibonacci, man, on the monthly, right? So that's kind of where I feel like we hit and held up as support, is close to that Fibonacci level. But I do think, man, that like our next candle close is going to be green. That's just what I'm feeling.
On the
that's
next
kind of what
month.
I'm saying. Yeah, on the next
Yeah.
month. I think we do eventually after we hit whatever target we're going to hit on the bottom, maybe fake out of that 618.
Was that 618? Is that 52K? That
Yeah,
that
52K.
retracement lines up
Yeah.
with 52K. So
Yeah.
y'all, they could be. Check this out. Check this out. What if? Hear me out. Say we already hit 52K and Finkster and all them are buying at 52K, which is what's pushing it to 55 right now. You see what I'm saying? Like, what if we already did? You see what I'm saying? I know that's a weird thought, but what I'm saying is we may have already hit that 52K. It just got bought up so damn quick that we're just nope.
Yeah.
Bitcoin's like nope. I'm staying
Yeah,
at
for
55.
sure.
Staying at 55. Like in other words, what Wes is calling for and what the Fibonacci level is calling for is 52K. But because people are buying, you're not going to see the level reflected in the chart because Bitcoin doesn't have a chance to get to that level. Because every time it's trying to go to that level, it's just getting bought up, and that's why you're sitting parked at 55. Could happen. But yeah, dude, I would like to see 52 or 53K again before I enter any longs. I'm not going to enter a long right now. I'd like to see confirmation. I'd love to see the bounce off the 618 Fibonacci level. That would be great, but that's more confluence at that level again. So looks good to me, man. I like the buy signal still in there. Is you got
Yeah,
RSI
buy
on there?
signals here. The target for this sell up at the top was yeah, I was about to look at that. For some reason I'm starting to lag a little bit. But I do want to point out that the first time, hold on one second. Anyways, man, we came down and we touched that the 10-day simple moving average too on the monthly, which is good. Like as long as we stay above that 10-day on the monthly, that usually suggests that like the run, like we're still on, bull market's still on. We start dipping below it, closing below it, that's when it kind of gets a little scary. But yeah, I mean, I'm like you, Siri. You know what I mean? I think that 52 could possibly be the bottom. So we're watching that closely. And if that happens, man, we'll start looking at some lower targets, 50, 48. I mean, there's still some targets down below that we can catch, you know, on a pullback. So what were we?
Yeah, I still see that level right there as it definitely looks like that was a whale that that I think it's shit, I can't really see. I'd have to put my glasses on to see it. But do you see where that little bull flag is before this run? Right in between the last two sell orders. Yeah, that little platform right there. And it's a bull flag technically, and it broke out, it played out. But that little level right there looks like a whale was like, you know, the price of Bitcoin was going up, and the whale was like, hold on now, hold on a second, hold on, and controlled the price, said, wait a second. You know, whenever you see those little pauses like that, that's like the market saying, hold on, don't get carried away. So you had that little sideways, but you got to have big money to slow Bitcoin down and make it go sideways for a minute. Like you have to have enough money to move the market either in an up or down way. And a lot of these whales, they're doing both, you guys. If you go on Bitcoin Liquidations Live and you just look at the buy orders and the sell orders of Bitcoin and you watch them, you'll see, oh, there's $2 million being bought. And then you'll see there's 2.1 million being sold. You don't know. That could be the same asshole on both sides of the trade just playing games with you. And that's what they do. Yeah. A lot of these bots do that. A lot of these whales do that. And that's when you get a lot of this sideways stuff. It's like big money comes in and they're playing with millions and billions of dollars, you guys. They're not playing with 20 or 30 bucks or 50 bucks. They're playing with millions and billions of dollars, sometimes more than that. But that to me looks like a whale controls that level, and I don't know, dude. I don't think we fall below it. As small as that level looks, I don't think we're going below 52. Do you? I don't think it. Barring any kind of black swan event, I mean, really
we absolutely. I mean, we could, you know what I mean, but I just don't see it. But then again, like on the weekly, man, we have this, you know, ascending descending broadening wedge here, but we're catching. I think today is very important, man. Whatever
It
the
is
candle
crucial.
closes today, we need to close in the green, and we need to get back above this level here. Like I said, 61, 62, man. We need to get back above that level. No, there's this one first. We got to get above 56 to 60. Yeah, we need to get above that. At least get back into that box, man. But I think that's what we're doing. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
if
I
we
agree
kept
with you. I think
going
today is
along this
crucial.
trend line, then we could hit that price target Luxout is giving us at 51K, 50,000, higher 50K. But we just got to pay attention, man. We got to just keep an eye on it. We'll keep you guys. You
I
want to
will.
look at Ethereum?
Yeah, I will say if it's very interesting that Bitcoin's at 55 and ETH, because shit, I could be liquidated by now, but I haven't checked my trade on ETH. I haven't, what the hell's the stop loss, right? I haven't checked my long on ETH in about 2 weeks. I've just left it open and just roll the dice. So, but the interesting thing is, as much as Bitcoin's fallen, I saw Bitcoin's price first on CoinGecko, and Bitcoin was at 54, 55,000. I'm like, well, that's it. I'm wiped out. But then I looked at ETH's price, and ETH is still holding it like 2,900. I'm like, damn, look at ETH. So it's pretty interesting to see. ETH is actually, from what I've seen, I haven't looked at the charts on ETH. I'm just telling you from CoinGecko, just on glancing at the price. Bitcoin's been dropping like a SOB, and ETH has just been parked at like 3,000, 2,900, and it hasn't really. You would think ETH would have dropped down to 2,600 or something,
up
25.
pretty good, man.
It is. ETH is holding strong. But let's look at the chart on ETH and see what
that should
Luxalgo has to say.
That should be going live, man. The ETF. Yeah, and just real quick, man, on these Bollinger Bands, man, they're starting to tighten up on the weekly, man. So I don't know, man. I think in the short term, sure, we could, probably fall down to 52 again or whatever. But I think if we're looking at it from this point of view on a weekly, on a monthly, man, we're still in an uptrend, dude. Calm the fuck down. We got higher lows, higher low, higher low, higher low. Like, everybody calm the fuck down. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I mean, we're way oversold. MACD starting to come back down. Hopefully we can flip that a little bit. So yeah, we could come down a little bit more before continuing this uptrend. But overall, we are in an uptrend.
You're saying possible bounce
tomorrow.
Is that what you're saying? Tomorrow morning, wake up to green? Is that what we're saying here? What day are we in the month? What kind of holidays we got coming up? What's going on in sentiment? Let's see. We're in the first week of the month.
I think that.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that.
Tough to say.
It really depends on what this candle does today. Let's see what this candle does today. But I mean, it's crucial to hold this level. It is crucial, man. We got to stay above 50. You know what I mean? Like, we have to stay above 52. Get back into this blue box territory, and then break that. But until we do that, man, I'm not trading really anything or opening any trades today, because we're getting rejected off that, dude. That blue box.
Yeah.
We came in on the wick, but like right now we're sitting right below it. So until we get back up into that blue box, if we break through that, and then come down and retest and bounce off of it, like, that would be good. Then I would look to make a trade here. But yeah, if we get rejected off this, man, I would look to at least 52, man, on a short, maybe 53 again, double bottom.
And then is the play to go long at 52, or to see what it does from there, and then maybe. I mean, it's such a tight.
How many times have we hit 52?
We haven't been there, but it's a very untraded range.
Yeah, I'll tell you, man. If we go to 52K, volume's looking good. Oscillators are looking good. Then yeah, I probably would take a long off 52.
As scary as it is, because there's not a lot of trading there, which means you could actually go sideways for a little while at 52. But to go down
52
from
to 56, I'd take profit.
It would be a lot of selling pressure to even though there's not much at that level of 52, it would take a lot of selling pressure to drop Bitcoin, I think, from 55 down to, 48,000 again and 38,000. You need a black swan event type news to come out to really drop below that 50K. You need some negative press. You need something really bad. And I'm not hoping for that, and I'm not talking like that. I don't even want to say it. I'm just saying it's not going to be easy to fall below that level, even though there's not much trading at that level. I still think it's going to be pretty tough to fall that low. And you are at the bottom of this channel. Descending broadening wedge is what, a bullish pattern? That looks like a descending broadening wedge. You could even move that bottom line down.
It's a bullish continuation pattern.
Yeah.
And I mean, we are in an uptrend. So, our zoomed out, we're in an uptrend. And then we have the broadening wedge. That's on the daily, so it doesn't look as good. But yeah, I mean, it's a continuation pattern.
As ugly as it may look right now, because you're at that huge, you got that huge red fall down to the bottom of that. It's scary. We're not saying it ain't scary, but yeah, dude.
Well, look what happens every time, dude. Look right here. So if we zoom in right here
at 52, if we go to 52, I would long. Actually, I think I would open a small long at 52. Maybe.
So this is what I'm looking at. Let's measure this right here. So when this happened right here was the last time we consolidated, kind of in the same direction here. But this drawdown from that to that wick was 22%, right? I feel like we've fallen a little bit further than that on this move. But essentially, I mean, after we wicked down and got that fake out, I mean, look how far we moved. So I think that's all this is, man. It's just a continuation pattern, dude. I think it still looks good.
Yeah, I think everyone just stay calm between now and 52. When we get to 52, you can panic and sell everything you have. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. But until we go near 53, 52, don't freak out. And even if we do, you don't have that much to lose from there. I mean, you'd go to, what, 48? Whatever. I know I said 38 a couple weeks ago as the
at some point, man.
I don't know, dude. I can't keep saying we're going to 10,000. Like, I'm not going to be Garrett Soloway over here. I'm not going to do it to y'all because I don't see it. I mean, we haven't even hit 52
right
yet.
At some point. At some point, dude, the market's going to shift back into it's bullish. It's a bullish momentum. But right now, I mean, we needed that cool off, dude. We went up since the beginning of the year, man. We went up in a significant way, dude. So like this cool off was kind of expected, man. But yeah, I think long term, if you're looking at it from the right perspective, this is a great opportunity.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say it now. I'm gonna say I'm leaning more towards the camp that we have a little more correction to the downside, and we maybe get to graze 52 and just get one more scare, one more final push to really scare people. And that could be why we're sitting at 55 right now to begin with, too. Another psychological thing is to hold people at 55, right, and then make people scared, and then get that final push down to the 52 level, which could be what the market makers are doing right now. They could just be like, well, let's hold them at 55 and then push to 52. So, in other words, you're sitting here holding on all week at 55 going, come on, please don't fall. And then people who aren't watching the levels, like this is why TA helps
right.
you. If you're not watching the levels and you're just watching price and you're a noob on Robinhood and you just, spent all your money on Bitcoin and Ethereum and you bought it at 56,000 or 62,000 and you see it at 55,000 for a week and a half, and then all of a sudden you see it go down to 52, you're going to be like, all right, fucking, I'm out. I'm done. And you're going to throw away crypto for the rest of your life and you're going to be mad. And, so the market makers know that and they play on those emotions. Whereas if you're at least looking at TA, you're following the Crypto Remora, we're telling you guys, look, we haven't even hit our warning level yet. The warning level is 52. So, it's nothing to be freaked out about in the short term or midterm. And long term, where we're at. We're always bullish on the on the channel here. We're always bullish long term.
Yeah, when it's time to go bearish, you guys will know for sure. You'd be the first ones to fucking know, man. We'll let you guys know. But right now,
we haven't
is not
even
the
hit
time,
the
dude.
warning. The warning level is 52.
I think,
We called it last week. We haven't even hit it yet.
yeah, and then we could have that fake out wick right below 52. But I think as long as we hold, what is it? What was that last lower high here? No, that's freaking Ethereum. I've already moved on, but yeah, as long as we stay above that last higher low, you know what I mean? We're still in an uptrend on the longer, higher time frame.
I think it was 51.8 on Bitcoin, that last level. But yeah, let's look at ETH holding at what, 29 still holding.
You know, like you were saying, man, Ethereum is still in this blue box territory right here. And I mean, I think that has a lot to do with the hype of the ETF. You know what I mean? I think ETH is kind of in its own lane right now, man.
ETH looks good, like, dude. You're getting a double bottom right here. You're getting a double bottom. You're getting a sideways range action going. You're getting consolidation sideways. Is that the 200 EMA, that blue box? Or that blue line? Is that the 200 EMA?
I think it's close to more like the 10 or 9. 10 or 9.
Well, either way, ETH looks pretty strong right there. I mean, yes, okay, you see that big fat red candle, but
follows like the 10.
Yeah, dude, ETH still looks.
Sorry, I'm a little laggy
right now. And
on the monthly for. Yeah, on the monthly, man, I think that ETH still looks good, just like Bitcoin. I mean, we're still under a buy signal here, and money flow still in the green, momentum still pushing to the upside. We're staying above that blue box territory. We could possibly wick down, back down to that, but I mean, we've held that as support for since the beginning of February, dude. We came into that in February, and we've held it up ever since then. So as long as we stay above that, I am chilling, and we're kind of just hanging on what Bitcoin does for now, man. I mean, I don't know. Maybe ETH will lead the charge with the ETF going live, but yeah, I think ETH looks really, really, really good, man. Really good.
So Solana ETF, are we getting it or not? And is that going to?
Nah, dude, not anytime soon.
Not happening.
I don't think anytime soon, man. Not anytime soon. What do you think?
I think they have to. I think you know what, I'm curious. All the shit Gensler's been going after, and he's just left Solana alone conveniently. And Solana is one of the more centralized blockchains still. They're just full of shit, dude. Gensler's full of shit. But yeah, I don't know. I'm a Solana fan still. I'm not completely butthurt about losing a ridiculous amount in the Solana.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm lagging, dude. It's like really bad.
$900 million in 8 hours, Germany.
Jesus, dude.
And you guys got to keep in mind, dude. You got to keep in mind, my mom passed away 3 months ago, and she had some Bitcoin in her wallet. And that's, I don't have her password. I can't get into her thing. I can't get to it. And I just thought about that. It's like, it wasn't a whole lot of Bitcoin on there, but you got to keep in mind that you got Germany selling, you got people buying all this shit. But dude, you got people that pass away that, I mean, yeah, it's just my mom. It's not like it's a ton of people, but how many other people out there, like, does that happen to? Like, there's got to be some number of people that does happen to. Or think about the people that lose their wallets, right? People that lose their phone, that lose their laptop somehow, forget their password. That Bitcoin is freaking gone forever. That crypto's gone. And that's not just Bitcoin. They do it with ETH too. Like, if you lose your laptop, you lose your phone, you lose your password, or you just say, oh, hell with it. There was only $150 on there anyway. All those people that may have said, Or think about this: people that make 80 to 100 grand a year that maybe got their toes wet, bought some Shibu Inu because someone at work told them. Someone at work told them, that to do it, and they already make good money, but they're just doing it to be a part of something. And then when the market tanks, they're just like, fuck it, and they never log back on. I mean, I'm sure there's people out there that do that make enough money that they're only doing it because their coworkers told them. Like, there's people out there, y'all, that do that. And if you think of it that way, no one talks about that element of crypto enough. And that's a whole nother supply shock to the scene, is people just, forgetting about the little couple of bucks they had there. But those little couple of bucks with millions of people in the world, that shit adds up quicker than you think it does, dude. And I'm just going to say, on average, let's say out of 10 people, let's say 2 people either pass away, lose their password, throw their phone in the water by accident, lose their laptop, or anything. Just get bored and say, "Oh, hell with it.
Yeah.
I forgot how to do that MetaMask thing. I'm not going to do that again." And they just let it go for whatever reason. Let's say 2 out of 10 do that. That's a lot of money, dude. That's a lot. That's significant. So that's a supply shock that can definitely affect the price going forward. I mean, that's unrecoverable Bitcoin or Ethereum gone forever.
Yeah.
So you have to keep that shit in mind too. This is not like fiat money where you just, let's just print it. It's not like that. So
right.
Yeah. So just think positive, y'all. This is a good chance to make money with crypto because people are still underestimating it, and don't let the short-term shit get you down because it's short-term. It will not live long, dude. Short-term.
Damn right. Short-term. Yeah. Well said, man. Well said. 137 for Solana, man. You buying?
Good Lord, it's at 137?
Yeah, 137.
Holy shnikes. I might, dude. At that freaking price.
Yeah, I just think that these people, dude, the people that have been in crypto for a long time, the noobs have already gotten scared away. Like they're already gone, dude. You know what I mean? I haven't heard from anybody, any of the people that were texting me whenever we were doing good, between January and towards the end of June there. But like, I haven't heard anybody. Nobody's texting me. Nobody's calling me. Nobody's asking about new, meme coins and shit. And that to me tells me that the bottom's fucking close, dude. The bottom is very, very close. If we haven't already hit it. So.
Yeah, I agree with that. So it says German government sent another 5,200 Bitcoin, which is worth 297.3 million to Kraken, Bitstamp, Coinbase, and 139 PO right after we posted this tweet. That makes this the biggest day for them so far, over 16,000 Bitcoin in total. They currently hold 23,787, which is 1.35 billion, less than half of the Bitcoin. Less than half of the Bitcoin originally seized from the remains. So 1.35 billion. So the entire Germany FUD, and I'm sorry, it's not 30 million. It was $30 billion was the magic number on the T3. That's what we were going to pull up. We were going to pull the T3 up. But the T3 chart, and we're going to do that. Do you have time for that, Wes? If we got time,
we can look at it.
I would like to see the T3 because this chart we've been following for the last year, and I hold a lot of water on this chart because this is every dollar in the entire crypto ecosystem. 1.35 billion. This is what Germany's got, dude. Here's the thing: $30 billion moves in and out of the T3 chart on a daily basis, y'all. I've been watching it every day for freaking months. 30 billion is the magic number. I don't know why, but it does. You'll see the liquidity come out of the market, and then you'll see it come right back in. 30 billion tends to be a good number that I see all the time that it moves in. So you got to think, this is 1.3. They currently hold that is 1.35. So the Germany FUD, I'm over it already, y'all. For real, I'm over it. It's not enough. It's not enough to do anything. This is just like the China ban, the Mount Gox. How many times have we heard this Mount Gox shit over the last 4 years, Wes? I hear about Mount Gox every time the chart turns red. I hear about Mount Gox. So I don't know. This is not enough sentiment for me to get worried at all.
Yeah, we've been through too much, dude, for this to be, what kills it, man. Like Bitcoin has been through so much, dude. Just in the last 4 years, man, we've gone through so freaking much. And like you can look on chain. I was trying to pull it up, man. I was trying to pull up Crypto Quant. And you can look on chain. For some reason, I'm lagging, dude. But you can look on chain and you can see the people are using and holding, like the Bitcoin holders that have held since 2013, 14, 15, 16. They're not selling, dude. They're holding tight. The 10,000 plus, the wallets that hold 10,000 plus Bitcoin are not selling. They're accumulating, dude. It's on the chart. Like you can see it. There's data backing it up.
Look at Arkham, dude. I love Arkham. You know, we were in on the ground floor with Arkham. You remember that shit on Arbitrum?
Yeah.
They were first starting. Good for them to still rocking and rolling. But look at this. German government. They just fucking label the names like they don't care, dude.
Yeah.
I love it. But it's like that's the thing about crypto that's so freaking cool. It's like these big money guys, these politicians, these whales. You can hide, but you can run, but you can't hide, kind of thing. So
yeah,
and this is the number right here, 1.35 billion. So they currently hold that.
What is I think you meant something else, because the T3 is the
total global market cap is what
that's the altcoins.
I want the total.
T3 is the altcoins.
Yeah, I want the total, not the one minus Bitcoin. I want the total global. Let me see if I can pull it up. I got it right here.
Yeah, because I can't.
Let me share. Let me share the
Oh,
screen.
no, I got
check
it.
this
I found
out, you guys. You got it?
Excluding Bitcoin, right?
No.
With Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Yeah,
T3
the total
is,
three
I
that
think,
we look at.
Excluding.
So there's total that has everything included, and then there's the T3 that has everything except Bitcoin and ETH.
Except Bitcoin. Yeah, not T3 then. I just like to say total global. I like to say T3 because total global market cap is a long word to say, but it's not right. We need a better freaking synonym. What the hell's that word? We need a better one.
Yeah, acronym, isn't it acronym? I don't fucking know.
Let's call it the TMC, TMGC, whatever the hell. And for some reason, it won't let me click on it. See, it works better on the phone. You can actually click on it on the phone. It works. The desktop ones. CoinGecko, can you guys please fix that? There we go. Now it's working. Okay. Total global market cap chart. Here it is.
But you got 2.023?
Is it sharing? Can you see it on the screen? Can you see the green chart, the green line, my arrow?
Yes. Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. So very interesting to look at this, you guys. This is every single dollar bill, every single wrinkled green dollar bill that's in crypto, every dollar that comes in the space and leaves the space. So if you look at this chart as a whole, up and to the right is an understatement, but let's just see where this bounces. Look at this. 2 trillion would you say that this is a fairly good level? Well, I would, because you've hit it. Let's see. Back here, you're at 2 trillion. Let's see. Right here, you're at 2 trillion. Let's see. Right here, you're at 2 trillion too. Let's see. Right here, you're at 2 trillion. So could you fall down to 1.2? You'd have an absolute bloodbath. But is this the time to panic? I don't think so, because you've got massive, massive support right here at 2 trillion. So if this is every dollar that's in crypto and all these people have traded it at this level, do you really think that everyone at this level is going to say, you know what, fuck it, I'm out, and drop it down there? I'm not going to say it's impossible because this is crypto, but I'm also going to say look at the massive support at 2 trillion. A lot of support here. So
yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind when you get panicky, that the total global, and also the $30 billion increments is what I was going to say. 30 billion comes in and out of the market every time you go to the bathroom on this chart, which means $30 billion comes in, comes out. So if the German government is saying, oh, we have $1.35 billion of Bitcoin, who gives a shit? I watched that go in and out of the stock market from back and forth to total global to the stock market every single day. So the whole German thing, dude, I'm sorry. It's not impressing me anymore. It never really scared me to start with. But now it's really starting to just get on my nerves. I'm getting tired of hearing the FUD from it. It's just like, come on, man. Like, y'all got to come up with something better to try to get me to shake out. I ain't selling my freaking Pepe. You can kiss my ass. That's just the way I feel about it. I ain't selling my Wojak.
Not yet, at least, right?
Nope.
Yeah, the T3, man, is it's a lot, but yeah, I mean, we're looking at targets above 3 trillion, man, when this thing takes off.
Freaking Lark was calling for like 7 trillion total global market cap.
Oh no, I just mean like the next, our next target, man,
immediate.
like above the all-time high.
Yeah. So heading up towards 3 trillion on the next push up to like when we go to 83,000.
Yeah.
That's the upside target, 83. If the downside target's 52, we said we were going to do targets. If the downside target is 52 and then below that is 48, but the upside target is 73 to 86. Do the math, y'all. We're at 55. Would you lose more money if Bitcoin went up to those levels or if it went down by a couple thousand? Depends on what kind of trade you're in. But if you look at the risk to reward ratio on that move, it almost makes more sense to be long anywhere down to 48,000. So from here down to 48, it almost makes sense to long Bitcoin or ETH, or just when I say long, it just buy and hold.
Yeah.
It makes more sense. You're going to make more money on the upside than you would on the downside anyway. So keep that in mind.
I think to kind of wrap it all up in a bow, like you like to say, Siri.
Yeah.
I think that right now, man, is a great opportunity to put a long in and then just have really low leverage. This is like my go-to. More liquidity, more of your own liquidity, and low leverage with your liquidation prices like at stupid numbers, like in the 30,000s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's the name of the game. Yeah.
That is a good move. You make it to where your liquidation price is down at $36,000 or $35,000 Bitcoin. We ain't going there. You know,
I think the gamble, it's worth the risk, man. That is it's worth the risk to me.
Yeah, upside looking better than the downside. So in the short statement, we're both still bullish. We're not freaked out about this German government bullshit, and y'all shouldn't be either. The Mt. Gox thing, please. We've been hearing about it for 10 years. I'm over it. Let Mt. Gox go ahead and sell the shit. Larry Fink will step in and buy it. It's a wash. It's a wash at this point, okay? So, that's where I'm at. 52 is the next level to watch on the downside. 72 is still that number to break on the upside. Nothing changes until we break 72. But, I know you guys might be bored, but, find something to do. Hodl. Pick up a guitar. Pick up a drum set. Do something. Keep yourself busy. Don't overtrade. Do not overtrade.
Yeah.
Don't get bored with your phone in your hand and sell shit. Well, this is up a point, a half a point %, so I could sell this and buy this one. Don't do that. That's the worst.
Right. Yeah.
Hodl, DCA, and keep the faith. It's coming. Yeah. Bull run is coming. And then
yes, sir.
So is our Thursday night stream.
Way to plug that in, dude. Thursday night stream, guys. Make sure you guys are tuned in for Thursday. Anything that pops up, that looks good, or if we go into a trade, we'll be sure to post that so you guys have a heads up. We're going to keep an eye on it for you. Go touch some grass and turn on notifications, man. Make sure you're following us on all socials at the Crypto Remora. Make sure you're following Sierra at Sierra Crypto and myself at Crypto MacGyver. That's going to do it, guys. Much love to you guys. And until next time, peace out.
Shit, I got to cue the outro video.
Got to drop it, man.
I know. I didn't have it pulled up.
And that's going to do it till the next time, guys. Peace out.
There we go.
That was better, man. We're working on it. Eddie, DMB, Diego, appreciate you guys for coming in here, man. And y'all are going to be the winners of some giveaways. So congratulations on that. And man, see you guys on Thursday.